I'm Shikemi and welcome to Little Big Questions.
Yeah, it's great to be here today. How are you getting on?
I'm so excited, but I don't know what to do with my hands.
You don't know what your hands? Yeah, if you just kind of hold them like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way to leave it. Okay, we're going to start with a question because that's where everywhere starts. Is always with a question. I can't believe you can put your hands on.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Sorry. Question comes from Neil, aged 8, whose favourite colour is blue.
Nice.
Good start, nice work, Neil. He asks, why do things bounce?
I love that question. Why do things bounce?
That's I think what Neil's asking.
Makes sense.
I think we should start like with our, minds and have it before just running into something.
Yeah, we should have a think.
Have a think?
Yeah.
Okay, with some
Tea.
tea?
Yeah.
I got a new cup. Let's have a look. Yes, you got a new cup as well?
I did.
What's
oh
your
my
one say?
God. It says, if at first you don't succeed, try 2 more times so that your failure is statistically significant.
This sounds like you're making a point to me, Shikemi.
Yes, because you're always dropping things and you're always failing.
Yeah, I know, but failure is a part of science. In fact, it is crucial to science because without failure, we never learn. I even said failure wrong. Okay, that's how good at this I am. Can we get to the question? Let's get to the
please,
question.
come on.
Okay,
What
good.
is it again?
Why do things bounce?
Yes.
So, I suppose the first thing with any kind of scientific thing, rather than just rushing in, we should just relax, have some tea.
Cheers.
And have a think. Okay, so why do things bounce? Is it apart what they're made from?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say that would impact, yeah. And sometimes if you're dropping them, so obviously if you're dropping them from really high, they'll bounce a little bit higher.
Yes, okay, because they have more energy inside them. Yes, and so the higher it up, they have different types of energy.
Yeah.
And there are different types of energy.
Exactly. So there's kinetic.
Yes.
There's
moving.
There's chemical.
Yes.
And then there's things like nuclear.
Yes.
And potential energy.
Potential. Oh, and that's stored when you have. So when you lift something up.
Exactly.
So if you're carrying something, it has
energy.
Perfect. So
you got this.
We're getting there. This is I'm liking this. Tea and thinking is working.
Helps
okay, so
everything.
we've got energy. We've got it stored.
Yeah.
When we drop it,
it can actually change form, so it can actually transfer.
The thing we're dropping?
Yeah, no, the energy. So
Okay.
energy can be transferred. It cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred.
Perfect.
Lovely.
Yes. So it has.
So if we have a ball
Yes.
and we drop it,
Yes.
it has potential energy.
Because it's stored.
Exactly. And then as it's moving, that's kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy, moving energy.
And then if it hits the floor,
It's ground.
that's sound or heat energy.
And there's also the momentum of, because
Exactly.
momentum is mass times motion. So when something has a weight and it's moving, it has momentum and it has to be conserved. It wants to keep moving. So there's supposed to be the same amount of momentum before as after. Funnily enough, as if we have prepared this beforehand, we have a lesson plan with bouncing balls in it that I think could do the trick for this.
Perfect.
Do you want to give it a go?
We definitely should.
Before we go, can we look at my new cup?
Let's see your mug.
My new cup is physics, which is what this is about. Is a branch of science mainly concerned with using incredibly long and complicated mathematical formulas to describe how a ball rolls.
Oh.
It's almost as if we planned it.
Right then, you ready?
Yes, we have our lesson plan. Yes,
Lovely.
bouncing balls. Okay, so we always start with our lesson plans with what are we trying to learn today? So we are learning to
Investigate falling objects.
and investigate energy and momentum. So this is exactly what we were talking about earlier on with tea and chats
Exactly.
or tea and think. For this experiment, you will need,
You're going to need soccer balls.
yes, you will need a tennis ball.
You're going to need some safety goggles.
And you're going to need a measuring device, which can be a human, which I will explain momentarily.
Top tip for teachers, don't give out all your equipment at one time because it can get very distracting.
Sorry. Oh, also, another tip, because this is an experiment where things are going to be bouncing up and down, maybe do it in a space in the classroom where you've got room, or even do it outside, because things might break and fall, which is, yes, probably a good idea to move our important mugs out of the way. So, let's get going, following on with the lesson plan. You'll see how to introduce things. You'll see the experiment setup. You'll see the total time that it'll take.
Yes.
And the first thing we're going to do is with the football itself.
Yeah, let's
So,
go.
what are we going to do with this?
So we're going to have our football and we're also going to get our measuring stick, right?
Yes,
Which can also be a person.
Yes, so the person bit of this is that someone can point to see how high it's going to go afterwards, or measure alongside. So you're always going to start from the same point.
Yeah, exactly. So if we're going to hold our ball up at the same time, we're not going to push it, we're not going to throw it, we're just going to drop it, we're going to let it fall.
Okay, and we're always going to drop it from the same height because we want to repeat this test a few times. So before we do this, they want to make a prediction.
Yes, exactly.
So what are we predicting?
So I think when we drop this soccer ball, it will go back to the same height. So when we drop it, it'll bounce back to the same height.
Okay, so we are trying to figure out if we drop this, if the ball will bounce lower,
Lower.
higher, same height.
Same.
Okay, you ready to go?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Okay, Mine bounced up to about 55.
Mine was about 59.
Okay, cool. So
So-
we do it again,
Lovely, let's go.
just to see when nothing happened wrong. You ready? You give it a shout.
Ready? 1, 2, go.
Okay.
Yep.
About the same?
Sim, that's in.
Good. Okay, so we've got our first one. So it bounced up. Didn't bounce up as high because...
Because some of the energy was transferred into sound energy because we heard it. And then,
We
so
heard
it
that.
lost some, so it didn't bounce to the same height.
So it's been transferred into different times because energy can't be destroyed or created, just move. So momentum was conserved because it was transferred to different times. So we're going to test something else. We're going to use a tennis ball this
Yep.
time.
Same experiment?
Oh yeah, no, I haven't got a tennis ball. You throw me one over.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
throw
that's
me
my
one
bad.
over.
One more time, sorry.
Thank you.
Hey.
Nailed it. Okay, cool. Okay, so a tennis ball. So same experiment. This time we're going to go,
Same height.
yes.
Lovely. Do you think it'll go higher or lower?
Oh, what
So
that football
higher?
went.
Lower?
Well, we learned. Let's see what we just observed. The football didn't. I think it might. This tennis ball might go higher than the football.
Yes.
But I think it'll go lower than where we were a second.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, good.
Right, ready?
Right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
it was lower.
That was about 40 for me.
Yeah, it's something there. Okay, let's do it one more time. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Roughly, yeah.
45-ish?
Yeah, 45 is kind of a 50. Not as high.
I'm quite surprised.
Well, okay, it takes more energy for it to get up to here because this is heavier.
Yes.
So maybe this is more, it's more air, and maybe these tennis balls are old.
No, yeah, I think it's about the weight. So, because if the ball is heavier, it takes more energy to get it to the same
lift
height.
up, so it's got more energy in it. But
Yeah.
also then it has to lift that same weight back up.
Exactly.
So it should bounce about the same. So it must be the materials that we were throwing earlier on. So it's
Yeah.
about still the momentum is conserved. Okay.
Lovely.
Next bit of the experiment from the lesson plan, which is what it says, is to so safety goggles we want to put on, and then we're going to put this on top of each other and
Yeah.
drop. Okay, so energy, momentum conserved. What do we think's going to what do you think's going to happen? Well, what do you think, Shigami?
I think these are going to both go everywhere.
I'm going to go ever. Okay, so we're ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Oh,
Whoa, and we nearly hit the camera. Sorry. Yes. So, okay, so the energy, why do we think this happened?
so I think this must be, I mean, I haven't been reading the lesson plan or anything.
Well, you should
but
be.
It told me it's about the conservation of momentum.
Yes, okay. Well, and this is exactly what these lesson plans are useful for, is it explains everything, but also how you can introduce it. So what it says is that because it takes more energy
Yeah.
to lift the football up to this height, because it weighs more, when you drop them together as one system,
Yeah.
energy and momentum is transferred, it's supposed to be
Yeah.
to the tennis ball.
From the football to the tennis ball.
And that's why. Do you want to try it on
One more
like?
time,
Okay, so
yeah.
we're only trying. Well, if we're only dropping it from this height and the table's here, what if we dropped it
Oh
from?
my gosh, yeah.
Okay, you want to try it?
Ready.
Okay, ready. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, woo.
Do you want to do it one more time?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so there you go. 3, 2, 1. Yes,
Ooh.
and that was also broken before. All of this is in the lesson plan. So what were we learning today? From our what are we learning today? We were going to learn about falling objects.
Yes.
And we were learning about energy, but most importantly, momentum.
Exactly. So we demonstrated momentum today, which is that some of the momentum of the football was transferred to the tennis ball, which allowed it to jump higher.
Exactly.
or
And
bounce
that
higher.
also, we were trying to answer, obviously, Neil's question, well, why do things bounce?
Yeah.
So that's to do with what they're made from, what they're touching,
Yeah.
but also how high they're dropped and their shape. And their momentum. See, you're going to say momentum.
I was gonna
It's
say
gonna lead
momentum.
to- Perfect.
Yeah.
Listen, like, subscribe,
Yes.
share all of these. You have lesson plans that are available to use. It's great. And you'll learn a little bit about bounciness.
Yeah. So let's go grab some tea.
Yeah, let's bounce.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the writing's amazing on this.